Hey, I just want to say my experience on taking a drug called Venlafaxine, which doctors and GPs and psychiatrists prescribe for people, okay? I just want to warn people, and actually, this is a special message for GPs and for psychiatrists, etc. What the heck are you doing giving people these heavy drugs? They are heavy, heavy drugs. Now, this is another story of mine, an injustice. 2 times before in my life, a GP has prescribed me this stuff called Venlafaxine. Now, I had previous experience on other antidepressants and so-called antidepressants, and the other ones like fluoxetine and citalopram, they increased my anxiety. Overall, these drugs never worked for me, and I have been looking into it online on forums, and people are having the same experiences with these pills. There's not a lot of good experiences with these pills. They usually make people worse. I am really concerned. I'm really concerned with how many people are taking these heavy drugs, especially Venlafaxine. Out of curiosity, because of my experience that I've had with Venlafaxine and the withdrawals, which were absolutely, it was just, I thought I was in hell. So basically, I think I don't know how to put it, but like, I believe it turned into a spiritual experience almost, because I had to get that. Like, I was experiencing such horrible withdrawals from a drug that I never knew it was going to be such a heavy drug. I trusted doctors. I used to put my trust into the medical system, into the big pharma, because I was so naive and gullible because of a couple of people in my life years ago who used to, the only way that they wanted to deal with any of my emotional problems, my emotional issues and my trauma, was to drug me, was to go say to me, you need to go to the doctor, listen to the doctor, because they always know best, and you've got to take what they tell you to take. So me being naive, easily manipulated back then, went, yep, jumped to the, yep, I guess you're right, because they're doctors, right? They know best. I wonder if any of these doctors have experienced the horrors of Venlafaxine. I mean, if I told you my whole experience, I will. I'm going to go into my spiritual / withdrawals. I think it was withdrawals, because that year that I had the psychosis was the same year that I quickly came off Venlafaxine, and I didn't taper off that year. I did not taper off really slowly. Again, I was naive and thinking that another man I knew, he's actually the father of my son, one of my boys, he said to me, just get off, just stop taking it. He's like, just stop taking it. And I'm like, what? In an instant, like, just drop it like that, stop taking it. I said, are you meant to wean off? And he's like, no, just stop taking it, Jen. You're not going to go crazy. Well, I didn't just stop taking it, but in year 2014, early that year, I did. I gave myself about 3 weeks or something to come off, but I didn't taper off slowly and gradually enough. And I wonder if I actually think I was off the mark there, because I've always wondered, was it a spiritual experience? I think it was like both. It was almost like a spiritual experience mixed in with the horrific withdrawal experience of this drug, because I think God wanted to be there for me and save me and be close to me during that time and basically hold my hand, because I almost committed suicide. It was just so bad. I thought I'd gone to hell or something. Like, I thought it was so bad. Yeah, so it was just a living horrific experience. So I went onto the forum. I went onto forums, Reddit forums, and is it Quora? Yeah, Reddit anyway, Reddit forums at least, and a few other forums on the net. People's experiences, much like mine, coming off Venlafaxine. Oh, it's just horrific. I got anxiety, felt the anxiety just from reading their experiences, because I know what it's like. One person was saying their eyes were locked, like they couldn't even blink. For a long time, they couldn't blink. They were looking locked. Their eyes were locked in one direction. It felt like they thought that were being hunted down, and in a hunting sport, like they just felt that immense amount of paranoia and fear. And yeah, I totally get it. I understand. I've been there. In my experience, I just became more paranoid, and yeah, and this is ever since taking heavy drugs. I know it is, and not my fault, because the doctor prescribed me these drugs. So it got so bad for me. I thought I was living in hell. Like, this was a living hell that I was in. I was in for 4 weeks, or about 3 weeks or so. And I was pregnant. About to give birth. I thought that when I was trying to sleep at night, I couldn't sleep. I probably got about 20 minutes of sleep a night. There's another possibility. The other possibility is that that horrible man that I was with could have drugged me as well. But look, I'm not going to go into depth now about my experience. I've got to go. I'm so busy, I'm on the go. But this is a heads up and a warning. I'm telling you, the coming off the Venlafaxine is just like, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't. I was very, 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 very scared. I was so scared every day, every minute of the day. I thought I was locked into a state of paranoid. It was like nothing else, man. It was bizarre. It was bizarre. I just can't go into depth now because I do have to go. But it's actually traumatic. It's actually quite traumatic to talk about it. I almost jumped off, yeah. And I'll just say this, I almost killed myself. really almost did. So I wonder if a lot of people who are taking their lives are dealing with these drugs that the GPs just give out like whatever. Okay, see ya everyone. So I'll get our next video. I'm going to be brave and I'm going to share what actually happened, like what I actually went through. Yeah, bye. See you, and please, there are other ways to recover from trauma. Not pills. I swear, they're making these pills to cause brain damage to people. They are. And to kill people. I'm just going to say how it is. They're doing it to kill people in a horrible, horrible way.